Hey guys, this is a Brother HL-L2320D printer, or at least that's what it was before I took it apart. The reason for me taking it apart is to show you where parts are located, how to take them off the printer for your repair that you're doing possibly, or if you just want to see how the printers are built. We did power supplies, fuser units, laser unit, trays, panels, so all of it pretty much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, and enjoy this printer disassembly video. To do most of it, we're going to need Phillips head screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver. Let's start off by unplugging the printer. Let's go ahead and remove the basic parts, such as the tray. It just pulls out like that. Remove the tray out of it. The paper out of it. Let's open the front cover and remove the drum and the cartridge. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the side panels, left and right. Those are probably the most popular ones to remove to access some printer parts on the left or right side. Tab right here, you're just going to kind of pull back like that. And we see a similar one up on the bottom. You're going to put a flathead screwdriver right there and push that out. You release this side. Now let's go to the back of the printer. Let's remove this duplex unit. So let's open this up, and we're going to do the same over here. There we go. And that just releases the panel. It's very simple. No screws required to remove at all. So what you see here on this side, you have the main board. It has a USB connection right there, and all the connections to the other parts of the printer. We're at the front of the printer again. Let's do the same process. Let's unlatch this here, and the bottom one. Just pull it back so it's not in the not locked into the tabs. There we go. And the back of the printer, the tab is slightly inside the printer, and then we're going to do that right here. Now we're just going to pull it back from the top and just get it out of the way. So this is our right side of the printer. We have the power supply unit right here. You can see the cord going into it. This is another power supply unit right there. We have a fan, and there's a connection right here. Let's continue with our plastic parts. So this is the front toner cartridge door. To remove it, you're going to need to open the front door, and then you will see a tab right here that you'll need to lift, and then slide the door to the right side, to the left, actually pushing it this way. There we go. So this is the tab that you just need to pull up, so it releases this area here, and we have our front door off. Very simple. It has this manual feed door as well on it. Now we're at the back of the printer again. We're going to remove this back door. So this cover that's inside of the door, it's attached to it. We're going to need to release it. This is the groove that I'm talking about. The tab is inside of it. And then when you push it in, you still get to see. Kind of becomes blurry, I'm sorry. And if you push the black piece, you can use that with the help of a screwdriver there, but it needs to get into this groove right here. Okay, let me show you from this side. I'm going to open this. This is the groove, and you can just push it in. Into that. And that's out now. Same on this side. There you go. The reason for releasing this from the cover is the cover is now able to go flat like this, just fully open, and then you can just slide out the right side. So you'll just put this in this pin, and this one just slides in here like that. You can just remove this piece by also pushing it to one side. It'll slide out down there, and then you can just pull the left side out. If you're replacing sleeves on the fuser, or if you're replacing the fuser itself, this is all you'll need to do, is just remove the side panels. You'll need that for the connection part, and then you'll remove the back covers that we had here, and then the duplexer is going to be the first thing to go. It just slides in here just like a regular tray. Using a flathead screwdriver, and we're going to remove some tabs. There's one here, and these you can just pull up, and there's another tab right there in front. So this is the front of the printer, just so you're not confused about it. Then we have a couple clips like this here on the side. This one was in here, so just unclip it here. There's a screw right here that we need to remove. Just kind of lift it as well. And after we got those, we're just going to lift it and then kind of push it forward like that. And the top just removes like so. We have a wire running from this board to the main board. We're going to go ahead and disconnect it. It's this one right here. Just go ahead and pull it out. And that's the only thing as far as wires that's connected to the top. Now that you have all the plastics removed, you can see most of the parts. So we have the laser unit right here. We already went over the power supply units, main board here. The gear assembly is over here. And this is our fuser unit. What we need to do to remove the fuser or fusing assembly, we're going to remove the two screws on the left and the right of it. That releases this plastic piece over here. We can open that. Removes this piece. And this is our fuser unit there. This just slides out, like I said. It also goes in simply just kind of like sliding in. When it's all open, it will slide into the tabs. And as soon as you close it, you can't slide it out. So it's cool design. They're easy to use and replace parts. You can see how these are flat and rounded on this side. That's why it's able to do that. Let's go ahead and disconnect our fusing unit. We have a connection over here. Press down and remove it. So press down over here and just disconnect it. This runs to the power supply unit. This we can just untangle. And release it. Let's go to this side. On this side, the fuser is connected here. I'm just going to use this kind of a hook in order to help me pull the wires. Just don't, like I said, don't damage them. If you feel that it's too much, then just, there we go. So I was able to remove this, disconnect it there. Just grab them. And there we go. We need to remove these two screws right here. There's one there and another one over here. Okay. Let's pull this wire through here. that. And here we have our fuser unit. Guys, really, it's not that hard. Maybe the harder part would be replacing the rollers, which is the best way to do it. Why throw away this whole part when you can just replace the pressure roller, and the fuser sleeve is the one that's over here. The fuser sleeve just goes over the heating element, and the pressure roller is this one here. It's kind of a spongy type roller. Those are replaceable. I'm not sure if I have a video on this particular model how to replace it, but this is how to remove the fuser in order to go further and replace the rollers. If I make a video on that, I'll definitely post a link. And it really is not that expensive. It's about under $30 for shorts for both rollers. Okay, let's continue removing the parts on our printer since we've started. Why not continue, right? So let's go ahead and remove this laser unit. Again, disconnect it there. And this wire is not connected to the laser unit, which is this part right here, but it's kind of in the way. So we can just go ahead and disconnect this wire right here. 4 screws. So 1, 2, we're not touching this one. And 3, and 4. And that's as simple as it is. So this is our laser scanner unit. Now let's remove our power supply unit. You can see on this printer model, the cord is connected to the power supply unit. On older models, it would just connect like it would into your PC. So let's go ahead and remove these screws right here. On this side of the printer, you will see this spring. It's not really like harsh or anything. It's probably just for grounding, is my guess. I'm not sure though. You can see how flimsy it is. It's probably not like any latch spring or anything like that. So take it off this hook right here and don't lose it. You want to make sure you put everything back. One more screw right there. This one is slightly different from the 2 that we removed here. Keep that in mind. I recommend taking pictures as you go so you know where things go back to. Let's remove these covers here. This is just plastic. You've got a couple more screws inside. And there we go. This is our fuser unit connection. And we have the ground wire. And we have the connection to the other power supply board. So this one is the low voltage power supply. This is the high voltage power supply. They are somewhat similar on a lot of the printer models from Brother, but you got to make sure that you have the correct part number. Usually the sticker will have the correct part number. Not this one. This looks more like a serial number right here, but this would be your part number in this area right here. So for this model is LV1250-001. Since we started on the power supplies, let's go ahead and disconnect these 2 wires in the back and remove the high voltage power supply unit, or just HVPS for short. That's when you're going to be looking for the part. There's a clip right here and a clip here. Let's remove those. Just 1 screw held that, and we have the part number right there. This is what it looks like. Just the fan left in here, and that's just clipped in here. You can just put these tabs back. This is the wire that was connected to the HVPS. We can just disconnect it and move it. This is our other side of the printer. We have the gear unit right here. Let's disconnect all these wires so we can remove the main board. Main board is surprisingly a lot smaller than the other boards we've removed. So I'll show you where the part number is located for this main board. Let's remove this one. You can see there's a tab right here, a plastic tab that you just push back and remove. So I should have removed the screw that's in my way. Okay, this is our main board. It only has a USB connection for this printer. And this is a serial number, so that's not the part number you're looking for. We can try LV1237 or one of these here, B5122385. Okay, now let's try removing the gear unit or gear assembly without losing everything in there. And that lets us move it. Let's disconnect this cord right here. There we go. Okay, let's see if we got everything for. There's a tab right there. Okay, and this is our gear area. This is the gear motor right here. It's going to be the same on many models. Okay guys, this is as far as we're going to go on taking parts off of this printer. I don't think there's much more to remove, but most of the parts that are usually needed to be replaced, we got those covered. I hope you had a good reference with this video. In any case, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, and have yourself a great day.